This first one we're looking at here is the Triad V3. It is a Felix Danichois design, and yeah, this one has been through multiple different revisions throughout its lifetime. I'll have a link down below so you guys can check it out. We got a Ketuo sticker, we got a wiping cloth, some paperwork here with all the details. There we go. You're welcome to look through that. But here we go. Without further ado, let's take a look. Oh man, oh man. Now they just been working on this recipe here over and over and over again until they're trying to make it, you know, the best possible version of this knife that it can possibly be. I remember the original first one was a plunge lock button lock. Then the V2 was a button liner lock. And this one has this, looks like a safety feature on here. So V3, right, has some new features going on for it. But first things first, right, check out the nice carbon fiber right here with the blue accents. That's looking pretty good. We got titanium everything, liners, and backspacer, right, with some nice jimping all the way across. Quite the lanyard solution right there. That is insane. A little bit on the bigger side for my taste, but we have a titanium pocket clip on the other side. That is also reversible, right? Check that out with a nice filler tab. And then of course we got deployment options for dates. We got thumb studs, we got opening hole, we got a front flipper, we've got a back flipper, we've got the actual button itself. So if you're keeping count, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different deployment options. So yeah, safe to say this thing's gonna be very fidget friendly. So without further ado, bam, here is the blade. Now the blade also is not too shabby at all, right? It definitely has some good sauce, right? Some good things going on with it here. We're looking at a dual ground. We said this is M390 steel, very clean here on the billboarding department. The little Ketuo logo is right here, kind of embossed on the actual handle. So the blade is pretty clean. We have a hollow ground here and a flat grind there at the front. A little bit of a harpoon as well. So we have a dual ground drop point or clip point harpoon. All right, give me your best guesses in the comments. But there it is, Triad M390 and the Ketuo logo on the show side. And of course, you already know this thing is going to be, yeah, very, very fidget friendly. Like I said earlier, here's the liner, right, at work. So you're pushing the button and it's moving the liner right there. So that's looking good. Some companies do a top liner lock, so the liner portion happens at the top. For example, Vosteed and of course Spyderco with their compression lock. But this one is a good old traditional liner lock, but you can actually actuate it with the button, which is really nice. And the best part too is, check this out. You can even get at it right here from the thumb, like actually disengage like a traditional liner lock. So man, that is gravy on top, right? You can even see the button actuating as you do that. So man, this one is checking a lot of boxes. I gotta tell you, man, every time they do a revision to this knife, it just gets better and better and better. Front flipper, yeah, absolutely working there. Perfection. Do have jimping on the back flipper as well. We can light switch it, push button it. Yep, we got an opening hole here for reverse flick. We can thumb deploy all day. And you can disengage however you like a traditional liner lock, or just use the button. And it's so smooth, I overcompensated there a bit. So it doesn't really take a lot for the blade to just drop shot. Right, just look at this. Nice. Ball bearing action, obviously it's really, really smooth. But we got this other box right here. Let's see what this next box is all about. All right, we got the, I want to say also the Triad V3. So this one's probably a different variant. Let's take a look. Right, same usual stuff here in the box, and here it is. All right, here's this next variant. So this one's more like a shredded carbon fiber, no blue accents on this one. So if you're more the monochromatic style knives, this one's absolutely going to scratch that itch. Let's go ahead and get this one deployed here. All right, here we go. The finish on this one is a little bit different. It's more of a bead blasted finish. Same geometry, of course, right? Take a look there. Looks like maybe they did some cutting of some black stuff here. The tip doesn't seem to be in the best shape possible compared to this guy. So maybe somebody, I mean, this is a pass around knife. Something to keep in mind there. Obviously the tip will look more like this guy here in the right as compared to this guy here. I'm not sure what that one has been through in its lifetime. But yeah, it is the V3 as well. So same deal here. All right, we can also disengage the liner like this. And here's the best part. So the additional gravy on top here is the fact that you can now lock the knife on the open position. So you slide that switch forward, guess what? We are not able to fully disengage the knife, right? Even if I push the button, even if I try to move the liner like so, right? Check that out. So I notice what it's doing is actually kind of moving another liner, right? This little piece right here. You probably, let me zoom in a little bit. Right, just pay attention right there. And if I open it completely, Yeah, it's like an additional safety right there to make sure obviously it doesn't disengage, even if you try to disengage it intentionally or unintentionally. So again, an additional added feature there for safety. And the fact that you can disengage at least 2 different ways, the fact that you can deploy this one a bajillion different ways. Yeah, this is absolutely my kind of sauce here all day. Now the ergos with my average size hands, pretty good, pretty solid. Able to get a full 4-finger grip. I'm able to forward choke as well. Plenty of jimping here for days, so they definitely got that right. You can also put your thumb here on the harpoon as well. So also feels very nice. And again, still plenty of handle left if you have bigger hands. So that's also very nice to see. Absolutely loving the hollow and flat combo right there. Absolutely looks so good. You guys be the judge, all right, on your end. Let's do some size comparisons here next to each other. Obviously, both of these are going to be the same size. You're looking at a almost a little bit over 7.5 inch knife, like 7.6, with a 3¼ inch blade and a 3-inch cutting path and a handle of under 4.5 inches, like 4.3, 4.35 or so. Now these should be pretty lightweight also. I mean, not the lightest weight knife out there, but a significant amount of weight reduction with the carbon fiber and the titanium. So the blade is probably the heaviest piece. I'm going to go with 3 to 3.5. There you go, right on the money. 3 to 3.5. We're coming in at 3.3 or 93 grams. All right, again, not bad at all. And then this other model should be more or less the same. All right, 3.2 on that one. So, oh, there you go. Just had to give it a second. Yeah, pretty much same weight, 3.3 on both of these. 92 grams. Not necessarily the lightest knife out there, also not the heaviest knife either, but when it comes to EDC, right, absolutely my kind of weight right there. Not too heavy, not too light. And I gotta tell you, man, I gotta keep reminding myself I'm trying to record a video. I'm kind of all over the place because this knife just feels so good and it's so fidget friendly. You can even disengage it like as a liner lock now. That is absolutely such a good combo right there. It's like they manage to really maximize every possible deployment, disengagement, locking, everything they could possibly throw at this knife. They absolutely did it, and I'm here for it. Absolutely here for it. Next to a few other knives here in the channel, the usuals. We got the MSI right here. We got the Microtech Stitch. Right, those are going to be a little bit of, you know, extra large knives. Of course, these two are more in the sort of large knife category. I want to say medium to large, but there we go. The PM2 is a little bit longer. The Pair 3 is a tad bit shorter. All right, you guys be the judge there. And last but not least, there's the Demko AD 20.5. Here is the Kunwu Chad. It's definitely a happy medium in between these two. A little bit shorter than the Chad, a little bit longer than the AD 20.5. Again, links to all these knives down below if you guys want to check them out. Prices, availability, and variants. I do have content on all of them if you guys want to learn more.